guys, welcome to our American System Service Virtual Advisories. My name is Rocio and we are going to work on the Unit 1 Red. In this unit we will see the past simple with its negative and affirmative statements. We are going to work on the WH and yes/no questions. Also, we will see the verbs when they are regular and when they are irregular. The first part we are going to work on is about the verbs. In English we have regular and irregular verbs. So in irregular we have difference between present and past. So in present you say go, and in past you say went. Very good. In present you say come, and in past you say came. In present you say speak, in past spoke. So, you see, the difference between present and past is that they totally change. Now we have the regular verbs. When they are regular, they finish in the, ed, or ied. For example, we have dance in present, in past, danced, finish in the. The next is work. Work in present, worked in past, finish in ed. The next is study. In present, study. In past, studied. Finish in ied. Simple past refers to a finished action in the past. The first topic we are going to work on is about the auxiliary did. Continue with the example. Statements. In the affirmative, we have pronoun, after the pronoun, the verb in past, and the complement. Example. I worked yesterday. Remember that we can do the same examples with the different pronouns that we have. So, you worked yesterday. They worked yesterday. Continue with the negative part. In the negative, we have pronoun, didn't, verb, and complement. Example. I didn't work yesterday. So, the negative part is also done with the other pronouns. So, he didn't work yesterday. We didn't work yesterday. Remember to pay attention on the rest of the pronouns. The next part is about the yes/no questions. In the first part of the yes/no questions, we have the auxiliary, so did, after pronoun, after the verb, and obviously the complement. Example. Did you work yesterday? Remember that we have the long and the short answers. So, did you work yesterday? Yes, I did. No, I didn't. The next part is about the past simple with the verb to be in past. So, was and were. With the verb to be in past, we have affirmative. In affirmative, the pronoun, the verb was and were, and the complement. Example. I was in the park. Remember that we can do affirmative statements with the different pronouns. So, you were in the park, we were in the park. So, practice. The next is the negative part. In the negative, we have pronoun, the verb was or were, not and complement. Example, I wasn't in the park. Remember that depending on the pronoun, the verb to be in past changes. So attention. The next part is about the yes and no questions. In the yes no questions we have verb, was or were, pronoun and complement. Example, were you in the park? For the yes no questions we have affirmative and negative answers. So, were you in the park? Yes, I was. No, I wasn't. Now, we are going to work on the WH questions. Remember that when we use WH questions, it's because we need a specific information. So, let's go to the examples. The first WH question is what? After what, the auxiliary did, pronoun you, and action do yesterday. So, what did you do yesterday? Answer. So, I went to the school. Remember that when you ask questions in past, the answer has to be in past. So, verb in past. The next one is with where. Where did you study your primary school? Answer. I studied my primary school in the United States. The next WH question is when. When asking for the time. When was your last oral practice? So remember that this question is with verb to be in past. So the answer with verb to be in past. It was last Friday. Okay? Next one. Why? Why were they in American system? The answer, always that you ask questions with why, the answer is with because. So why were you in American system? Because I had my oral practice. The verb is in past too. Continue. Now with how. How was your last weekend like? Answer. My last weekend was very exciting. Remember that you are asking questions with was and were. Make difference between questions with did and questions with verb to be in past, so was and were. Attention. Continue. Who? Who did you meet in the last party? Answer. I met my boyfriend. Different from the simple present